done. Excellent.
Good. All right. So what we'd like to go through today, for those that aren't here and the ones that are listening, here she comes. Hello, Kirsten.
Hi.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm here.
Good, good.
Good.
So what we want to go through today is we want to go through everything that we have taught you so far. We want to see where you're up to and what you're doing and what you're not doing. Okay. So there's some things on here we haven't even taught you yet. We'd like to know where you're up to. And because there's only a couple of you in the room today, this will be good because it can be more personalised to the few of you. And then the ones listening can have a little checklist themselves. So who has done their break even and knows what their break even is off the top of their head?
Yep, I've done it. My break evens. No, I don't know the exact figure now. But
yeah, that's all right. If you know
it, it's just over 4.5. My break even.
Perfect. Okay. All right. Any concerns you have around it?
Yeah. We're only just making my break even, so there's no profit, Marie. It's actually a real struggle getting the money aside for my super and my ATO.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Is that included in your break even though?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. So we can work on that. That's fine. And what about for you, Nathan?
Yeah, I know mine.
Yep. Perfect. All right. Let's move on to the health check. So health check and how to analyze it. Do you know that?
Yeah.
Yep. And what about, does everyone in the team do it as well?
So Marie, is a health check the weekly figures, cost per sale and all of that?
Yeah, so that's your average client spend, how many clients you look after, rebooking,
yep.
new, lost.
Yeah, we're all doing that.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Great. All right, that's good. Okay, time tracker. How's your time going for both of you?
So this refers to working on the business and in the business. And when you work on the business, you know what you need to work on.
Not doing too great with that. Still a wee bit haphazard.
Yeah, what's made it haphazard?
I suppose because we've had a couple of really quiet weeks. Do you know what? No, I'm just doing a lot more things than I was doing before, so I feel like I'm just in a never-ending cycle of it. Like I'm doing all the contacting the clients, the new and lost clients, and then still doing all my Facebook marketing and stuff like that. So I feel like I'm doing a lot more. So I feel like my time on the business is more, but I'm doing that while I'm working on the tools as well. So I've not got like exact time aside for it. Plus I've got a lot of personal shit going on just now, Jay. So it's been harder for me to get time aside.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yep. What about for you, Nate?
I'm probably not spending enough time on the business as I should.
Yeah. Yeah.
So one thing we're doing today is we're making sure that when we deliver a lesson in our coaching, we can implement it, but we may not implement it to the level that we need to, so that we can continue doing it and really get the learnings from it. So instead of piling up new stuff and new stuff and new stuff, we want to make sure that we're going back over these items that are on the list in front of you and that you're getting value from it, because each one of these things is incredibly important, which I'm sure you'll agree. So we need to make sure that they're implemented and you're getting the benefits. So allowing time to work on your business is one thing, but then knowing what to work on in that time is another.
Yeah.
Okay? And sticking to that plan and putting it on repeat.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So I've written that on a list, and that's one of the action items that I want both of you to do, is to go back and have a look at the time that you're working on the business and in it. And when you're working on the business, you need to have a plan. It needs to be as structured as what an appointment book looks like. Cool.
Right.
Cool.
Okay.
So if you do this or if you don't do it, one-on-one meetings. So having the meeting every week with a team member.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The one-on-ones have been good.
Yeah. What are you gaining from those?
Well, what I'm getting for the one-on-ones is the things that I think the girls need is not what they think they need.
That's
Yep.
right. Yep.
Which has been really interesting. They're wanting, they actually want a wee bit less. I've found that I've got too many things going on at the same time and it's confusing them. So I'm really simplified my price list. I've simplified the packages. Now if I'm doing a special, one of your other coaches put up a thing that she does when she does a special. So she prints it off and she has an upselling point and a rebooking point, and so that it's a really clear guideline.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So that's been good. I did that last week. I put a special on for a half head of foils, and then we had a unique selling point, and then we had a rebooking thing as well. So they're feeling really, yeah. That's what I'm getting a lot from the meetings. The things that I think are important are not the things that they think are important for them to get on with their day.
It's interesting, isn't it?
Really interesting. Mm-hmm.
And I think if you don't have team, because there is people in the group that don't have teams, so salon owners, I think one thing to really consider is even think about that for yourself. Like keep it simple with your clients and what your business actions are. You don't need to complicate it.
No.
Okay?
Simplifying the price list has been really good.
Yeah, good.
Although the takings have gone right down, we were quieter. I was like, fuck.
All right.
Yeah.
Map to action.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
How's your map to action going, Nathan? It's behind you on the wall.
Good.
Yeah.
A few things have moved over. So that's good.
Good. Are you looking at it every week, or do you sometimes walk into the room and go, "Oh, I better look at that"?
I get on my high horse and do a lot, and then I forget about it.
Yep. Okay.
But then when I look at it, it kind of like I'm struggling at the moment with my anxiety. So when I do look at it, it kind of helps me feel better.
Yeah. Gives you a bit of focus.
Yeah.
So that's when we say that you're working on your business. One of those actions that you book into your appointment book every single week is map to action. So that you're reminding yourself that you need to look at it, you need to work on it. Because all the things on your map to action are the tasks to get you to where you want to go, to your end goal. So we sometimes get busy just doing the day-to-day stuff and we forget about the big picture. So what's on your map to action is the big picture. Because you can fill your day doing useless shit that doesn't actually help you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That for you, Kristen? Are you doing that?
Yeah, the map to actions. There's a lot of things just about to be finished on the map to action.
Yeah.
The setting up the new company, that should be complete end of this week with the 2 new bank accounts.
Yep.
And my treatment menu, that's just been finalised.
Mm-hmm.
And my new logo for the salon, for the front, that's just been finalised as well. So I paid for that as well. That's great. So that's been paid. So I'm just waiting. I've paid for the design, so I'm just going to be liaising now with the sign writer.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a couple of big things on the list, and then the smaller things like implementing sales targets and things like that. Not done much about that just now because we've just been getting to grips with the new price list and things. I don't want it from the girls. They don't want too many things to do at the one time.
Because it's overwhelming, isn't it?
Yeah. It's overwhelming for me, and then I can't just go and like vomit all over my staff with all the stuff that's in my head. And
yes, that's right. Exactly.
no, they get freaked out.
Yeah. So is there anything on your map to action that is helping you bridge that gap of turnover to grow your turnover?
Well, my map to action's got get the treatment menu up.
Yep.
So that should help.
Yep.
So it'll be a much easier consultation.
Yep.
And then once we've got that in place, we're setting retail targets for commissions.
Yep. Good.
So all of that should help. And then we've got a rebooking policy. And now, so we do rebook the clients, but we're actually giving the clients an incentive to rebook as well, and to rebook within a certain time frame.
Yep. Cool.
So all these things are tiny wee things, but they're mounting up, and they're simple things that the girls can do right away. So hopefully that's going to help to increase the turnover and revenue.
Yeah, that's good.
That's excellent.
All right. So we haven't gone through A, B, C, and D grade clients, but we've done price structure. So how's that feeling since you've implemented that? Because I know that I've helped you both with the implementation of your pricing. How are you feeling?
Good.
Really good?
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, it's just working much better.
Yeah. So removal of the packages is better.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. We've had a couple of people are like, oh, they like the packages, and I think the customers are feeling like they're not getting as much now. But the way that it's structured is that the package, it's only ending up about $20 more outside the package. The clients have actually been quite happy with it. And we're like just saying, no, look, we've just got a bit more freedom. You need a toner, and you need more toner, and you can't do all that in the package. It ends up more expensive if we start having to do add-ons for your, extra applications and stuff. It's actually better off not in a package now.
Yeah, that's
so
good.
they've been all right. A couple of people have been a bit funny.
Okay.
About price increases. I've still got 2 packages. I've got one, it's 30 foils and a blow dry and a toner, and it's $189. And then my tint retouch, and I'm just a maintenance haircut restyle, it's $159. And that tint retouch has gone up by $9, right? And they're like, oh, $9, that's a big increase. Fuck off. We've not had an increase for 3 years. I said, that's 3 years at $3 a year. So it's gone up, and it's not even charging you this time. I'm telling you, for next time it's gone up.
Yeah.
And you were grumping and moaning about it, and one of them was like, oh, I think I'll just maybe get my hair done every second appointment, and because I'm growing it. And I said, well, if you do that, you're going to be extra for your colour because you'll have twice the regrowth. Whereas before I might have just been like, yeah, okay, whatever, and then not, and she would have still got the $159.
Yeah.
In 12 weeks rather than 6. And I was like, no, look, your package price is a 6-week package. So you need to get your colour done every 6 weeks to get this price. Otherwise, you go straight to price list and you're increasing by $35.
Yeah, and look, you will get that. You're going to get some clients that will have a little quiver about it, and that's fine, and they'll get over it. So just, that's the price.
To be honest with you, now that I know the A, B, C, D clients, these clients are in every 6 weeks, right? But they never buy a product. They never take a treatment. They look at you as if you've just shat on their bedroom floor when you try to sell them a product. You know what I mean? They're just no nice people. They're not nice. Grumpy and moaning. The mother inspects when you're cutting the daughter's hair. She watches every bloody hair strand that you pick up. She's one of them.
Well, they might be D grade clients, love. We don't need to talk about them.
Nah. So if they go somewhere else, just give me a break. Put somebody nicer in their spot.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So everything else on this list we haven't covered yet. So this is an idea of what we're doing moving forward. What Jay and I would like to know is what you feel like you need as part of the mastermind program moving forward. So give us a little bit of an idea of what you need for your business personally, so we can tailor any of our sessions moving forward to that.
I would like to know, I've been looking at funneling clients in, or when clients make contact or like something on Facebook, we've got thousands of likes, hundreds and thousands of likes, but not action in them. People are just I invite them to like the page, and some of them do, some of them don't. But what I've been doing last week was, anybody that liked a post, I'm just messaging them personally saying, hi, I see you liked that post, do you want to get your hair done?
So marketing.
Yeah.
Okay.
How to capture people and get them interacting and then eventually in the salon door.
Okay. All right. So we'll put that under the marketing category. What about for you, Nathan?
My biggest struggle at the moment, especially after doing this new client sheet, is I don't know how to implement how I treat the clients to make other people do the same. Does that make sense?
Can I say that again? So how you...
See, like, just the client journey in the salon, because obviously we're losing, like, looking at, over the last 2 weeks, we had 5 new clients, with none of them rebooked. And kind of knowing, I don't really get it.
You mean for them to duplicate you? So basically what you do, get team members to do the same?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
Okay, so systems then, getting some systems in place.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So more around service delivery. So
yeah, like nothing to do with the haircut or anything, just the way the client's brought into the salon, getting all that down pat, so everyone's doing the same.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Cool. Good. So that client journey from when they first enter the building to then when they leave, everything that happens in between.
Yeah.
Yep. Cool. Good.
Bit of team direction.
Yeah.
I'd like to get a good way to figure out commission structures.
Yeah, we've got that coming up.
Have we? Right, good.
Yep.
So commission structures. Awesome. Is there anything else that you feel you or your business needs in the short term to really help you grow?
Really,
what's missing?
I'd like to find what's unique about us, what makes me different from every other salon, and really market that. But I really don't know what it is that makes me different. I mean, I'm an educator, I'm a trainer. My girls are all really well educated. Well, yeah, I don't know, just finding that uniqueness, something that people can relate to.
Yep. All right, that's good. How about for you, Nathan?
Well, just general marketing. Like at the moment it's winter, so I reckon probably a quarter of my clients all go up north or travel around Australia. So I get super quiet now. So it would just be like finding ways to fill those.
Yep. Just writing notes.
Like we just did all our stock last week. And I've put all that in place, so that's not a problem. And team targets, like I've got all my commission and that all set up. So I did that a while ago, but it still works.
Yep, cool. So with your new clients, how many clients, if I was to give you a certain amount of clients today, how many would fill your book? 10, 20, 15, 5?
Me personally, or for
yeah, the whole business.
Today would be 6 clients would fill me today. If we were cut and colour. 6 for cut and colour, and it would be 12 if it was single services.
Yep. What about on a weekly basis? Are you looking after, say, 30 clients a week, and to have a full book it'd be 50?
So at the moment we're about, on average it's about 23. So if we could get it up to like 30, 32, that would be good. As long as they're all colours. Yeah.
For us, we're seeing about 30, we need about 50. We're running about 60% capacity just now.
Yep. Okay, cool. Yep. And how many new clients do you both have coming in currently per week?
Averaging out about 7 or 10, 7 and 10. Yeah, I had 7 new clients last week.
Yep. And how many are you keeping out of that 7?
Well, out of that 7, 2 of them rebooked last week.
Yep. Okay.
Cool. And then the rest of them will be contacted.
Yep. Okay, very good. When you contact them, what's the chance of getting them back in?
I think that's high. I think the chances of getting them back in is high. When you contact them, that seems to be the case.
Yeah.
I contact them saying, "Hiya, how was your hair?" And they're like, "Oh, it's great, really nice." I'm like, "That's great." like we've got a, you know, if you rebook in July, you'll be able to keep the same. You came in on a deal. If you rebook for July, you'll keep the same deal.
Yep. Good.
And they're like, that. Oh, cool. Yeah, okay. That's it. But look, we really need to book it just now. Just to make sure you get that spot.
Yep.
And
Good.
they're like, yeah, cool. And a couple of people have went, oh, do you know what? Yeah, I probably will rebook it, but I don't know my diary just now, and I'll get back to you. And
Yep.
and that's cool, you know. But it's just
Yep.
putting that in their mind, and I say, right, okay, I'm making a note that I've spoke to you, and that if you rebook, that's what's happening.
Yep. Good.
And it's been nice.
Yep. And they're good quality clients by the sounds of it. They're coming in for colour work.
Colour work, yep.
Yep. Good.
So how many out
Whereabouts
of these 7 would
whereabouts
that
are they
be?
coming from?
3 of my 7 clients last week were recommended by friends, so they're really good clients when that's a recommendation from a friend. And 3 of them were Facebook ads, and 1 of them walked past.
Yep. Awesome. It's great that you know that.
Yeah. Well, I'm using that sheet.
Yep. Good. Perfect. And you got it in front of you with your car, in your car.
In my car, eating my McDonald's because I've got a rank hangover. Bad. I had Prosecco with my daughter yesterday. Should not drink with a 25-year-old. Really bad. I nearly died. It was 10 o'clock. I was looking at my phone. I was like, oh, it's 10 o'clock and I'm drunk. I've not got enough time to sober up.
Oh, golly. Sorry, Kai, I cut you off before. What were you going to say?
Yeah, I was just interested because you said you definitely rebook 2 out of these 10, if I got this right. And then you said you call these other 7 or something like this. And I would like to know how many of these 7 do you get back into the salon?
Sure. Well, I haven't phoned this lot yet.
Well, just remember back how many people do you get back when you call them out of 10? How many would you get back into the salon?
3.
3 out of these?
Yeah.
Cool.
Three people have made the commitment and rebooked, and then everybody else has said, yeah, no, we'll definitely come back, but they haven't actually done the rebook.
Yeah, and that's a good question, because I think if you think about it, like say if you go and have a massage somewhere and the therapist doesn't rebook you and they ring and say, oh, was everything okay? And you go, yeah, it was good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, did you want to rebook? Oh, yeah, no, I'll ring another time. So
yeah, that's exactly.
There's no reason. So what we've got to think about is the bigger picture of if you're getting these new clients. I think, Kirsten, you said 7 and Nathan said 5. So if you're getting the new clients in, you need to find out what their goal is. Like, what are they working towards? Because there's no reason to rebook. There's no plan of whatever their hair is going to do. They can't just come in for a special and go, because they won't come back. Like, we've got to really work on that. What's their goal with their hair to get them back in, or their whatever that might be. You're not going to say, it probably sounds like to you when you call, they go, oh, I'll just call. Well, they don't have any reason to rebook right now. So we've got to really hone in on that when the client's in the salon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The girls are pretty good at talking about next time. You know, what do you want to do with your hair? Okay, so you're going to need to grow this. You're going to need a toner in between. You won't need foils every time. You're going to need to come back for a toner in between. That'll be needing, you'll need a treatment's going to make that hair look much better off, and you don't need a toner. You need a treatment to smooth it out. So we've had a fair few of our regular clients have actually booked to come in for treatments in between the colour, which is something new. They wouldn't normally do that, but then we've only had the treatments for a month.
Yeah.
Yes.
And they're beautiful. They're really beautiful. So we've been saying to clients, look, you probably don't need to book a toner when your hair's dull. It just needs treated. It needs a condition. Make it look nice and shiny in between. Keep your hair health up, especially in winter now, and it's windy and frizzy hair or whatever. So there's been a lot of chat around that. We've had a fair few clients rebook in between their sessions. So it's the clients that we have, which is great, rather than having to struggle for new ones all the time.
Yep, good. So Nathan, what about the quality of your new clients?
They're all like, we for some reason had a fortnight of full heads of foils. So that's what all of them pretty much had.
That's good.
Yeah.
And how are they finding out about you?
Just Google.
Google.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because we're in the middle of nowhere. So One lady rang and she said, I don't know where you are. I'm lost in some houses.
And if we were to ask those clients, those 4 or 5 clients, how did they know to Google you? Are they Googling your town? What would they be Googling specifically?
Just hair salon in Australand.
Yeah. Okay.
But one was from Facebook. Well, and I've left my sheet at work. I only have one. But Tanita had one. That was the Facebook one. The other one Googled. Actually, 2 Googled to find reviews because we come up at the top. So I think everyone just goes and we update our Google, whereas no one else around does.
No.
And then the other one was one of her friends. So yeah.
So what we need to do is, with those new clients, we need to continue to collate that data of how they're finding out about you. And if it's Google, if it's Facebook, and if it's a referral, we need to have a plan for those 3 things to be the best they can be.
Yeah.
So we need to make sure your Google account has fresh photos on it. It has lots of fresh 5-star reviews. If it's a referral that's coming in, what's your referral system? What are you doing to boost that? And if it's Facebook, what are you putting on there as a call to action, something that's asking the clients to come in? Well, we need to have a plan for those things.
For sure. And I think the other thing around that as well is sharing with your team that how many new clients are coming in, and that we really need to work out a plan for these clients, not just let them come and then let them know, what the drop off is. Like 5 come in and 1 rebooks, or 7 come in and 2 rebook, whatever that number is. Because if we don't share it with them, they don't understand what we're working towards or where these clients come from either. It's a bit more of a plan around not just your business, but what's happening within the business, so everyone's aware of it.
And what about your lost clients?
I got a bit confused about how to do that, but so what I did is I went back the 18 weeks, went back to the 1st of January, and then I went as far forward as the 7th of February, which took me up to 12 weeks. So I've done 16 to 12 weeks. The lost clients, there's a list here, there's 19 on it. They've all been contacted. Got only 3 responses from the text message. And then I sent everybody again, a week later, sent everybody, we'd really love to see you back. Here's a $50 voucher to help you on your journey. And you can use this if you book in the next fortnight. And I've had 3 people booked and came in on Saturday. Well, Friday, Saturday, 3 people came in with that. Yes. And it's been interesting. A couple of people have messaged back and said, oh, I went somewhere else. I'm working full time now. The kids are back at school. I feel bad coming in on a Saturday and leaving them. And I just went to the markets on a Sunday and got my hair done. No, I had one of them. And then another one said, oh, I'm just going to a home hairdresser just now, but I might come back because she's, her kids are playing in the background. It's annoying.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's been nice actually just knowing that they've just went somewhere else, not because they didn't like us, it's just the convenience kind of thing. But it's trying to get them back, and with us, can be harder.
And what about yourself, Nathan, with lost clients?
Well, we obviously don't get a whole heap, but I give them a text, and we've got a couple back. But I'm slowly not getting as many back.
You're not getting as many lost clients deciding to come back?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you think that is?
I just don't reply.
Yeah. Okay. I was going to say, how do you gauge it? How do you do it?
I'll write it down on the paper. Yeah, they're all written down. But also in the computer, I can print out a report that gives me how many days since they've visited. So I've done one that goes back a year, and next week I'm going to go through and find the ones that I wouldn't mind having back. Because a lot of my clients only leave me because I don't like them. They become a D-grade client. So I keep most of mine, but I find like Tanil loses most of hers. Whereas I don't have a drop-off rate.
Yeah.
So where are your lost client numbers in compared to your new client numbers? So let's say you got 10 new ones coming in per week and you've got 10 lost ones per week from 16 weeks ago. So just to be clear, 16 weeks is the sweet spot.
They're matching.
Salon. So go back 16 weeks ago and have a look who came in that week and you contact them. So where are the lost and new client numbers on average per week, would you say?
They're both between 2 and 4. And usually if last week we lost 2, this week we'll gain 2. Like they keep counteracting each other.
Yeah. And that's a part of the problem is that you gain some, lose some, gain some, lose some. It's about creating a bigger gap. So you gain 8, you lose 2. You gain 8, you lose 2.
Yeah.
Cool. But what can happen sometimes is that you're looking after 8 new clients per week, but you're only keeping 1 or 2 of them.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that can be a bit of a false economy as well, that you're not retaining as many as you should to be able to grow. Because if you changed one thing and just kept 7 out of the 8, you actually don't need to market anymore. You just need to keep more of the people that you already got coming in.
Yeah.
So it's starting to see patterns within that. And I think the 2 things that you both need to do is the time tracker. You need to mark out your time. And I think you need to both look a little deeper into your new and lost clients and start to track the trends there. So if you could go back and have a look at that data of your new and lost clients and really refine the systems around that, then we'll be ready to talk marketing.
Sure.
But there's no point bringing in 10 new people per week if the results are going to be the same based on the numbers that you're doing today. Because all you'll have is you'll have slightly increased turnover, but with just a much bigger problem of new and lost clients. It's a waste of time.
Yeah.
What were you going to say, Marie?
No, I was going to say we've got that as a subject coming up. So your A to D clients and how you're tracking them. So I think what Jay's saying is a perfect example of start somewhere and don't feel like you've just got to send vouchers out to everyone. Find out some information first before you actually start saying, I'll send this one and ring that one and text that one. I think it's about finding the information before you start that marketing procedure.
Yeah, for sure. So new and lost clients, dig a little bit deeper into that, see if you can see any trends. I think if you could also send to us what you send to them.
Sure.
Take a photo or a screenshot or something and send it through on Voxer. That'd be really handy. And I'd both like you to do the time tracker document. We'll send that out to you today so that you can mark in what it looks like now and what you want it to look like as well, so that you can tighten up on your time.
Right.
I think the problem is the only person we let down when we don't follow the plan without tracking our time is ourselves. So we tend to do it easily. Whereas if you were to run behind in when you've got a busy appointment book, then you're letting your clients down, you're letting your team down. You don't do that. Yeah. But when it comes to yourself, we're happy to do it. Cool. Any questions about that?
I think so.
All good. Now I'm just going to find that.
I think would be really good for you both to do, and everyone that's in this group, is to start forming a list of what you do when you work on your business. To make that work right for your business, you need a list of things. So start forming a list. Like, what is it? What do you work on? Do you look at the figures at the end of the week? Do you look at what's up, what's down to form? Like, what do you talk about in your one-on-ones? Like, be really organised of what you need to do in that list. What training is needed to stop, you know, a stylist or a therapist not rebooking, and they only rebook when they have a treatment with you or a service with you. Mm-hmm. So what lists need to be addressed when you sit down and you work on the business?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So I think then 3 things: the time tracker, really looking at your new and lost, and when you're doing the time tracker, make sure you've got a list of what you're working on when you work on the business.
Mm-hmm.
And then we can help refine that. Because what we can do is we mark the time out in our book to work on the business, and you might have 3 or 4 hours, and you just kind of go, well, what should I be doing? You look at the appointment book, you pay some bills, and you're like, I'm done. You know, you kind of, if you don't have a plan, then you end up just floating around doing things that are useless, that are not actually growing your business.
Yeah.
Watching Netflix.
Watching Netflix, absolutely. Yeah. And sometimes is that you have to work from home to work on your business. And sometimes it's more motivating to work from the salon. Some people hate that. We just need to find what works for both of you.
Yeah.
Cool. So we'll send that email to you this afternoon of some things that we'd like you to look at. But I agree. I think, yes, it's great to have a marketing plan and to plan where your new clients are coming from, and make sure that you've got that steady stream over, you know, May, June, July, August. But throughout that period, the only reason why we have that quiet period is because of drop-off.
Yeah.
So we need to make sure that we're plugging that gap first. Otherwise, it's counterproductive. It's wasting your time.
Yeah.
Cool. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree.
Good.
Yeah, all good. It'd be good to plug this lost client hole.
And I think it sounds like you've dabbled and you've sent vouchers and you've followed up and you go, well, that worked. 3 came back, but it's about doing that on repeat. So
what do you do with the people that haven't responded? And
can't do anything really.
Nothing, just let it be.
Well, I think if you were to send us what you send to them, there might be a tweak that we could make that is more engaging, that makes them want to respond. I think just asking a very open-ended question helps with that.
Yeah, I just wanted, it's been a while since you've been in, just wanted to reach out and ask you how's your hair.
Yeah. Right, cool.
And that got good responses. Like, I'm just looking at my list here, actually, there's another 2 people that have been in that I haven't scored off the list.
Yep.
So good. But yeah, there's a few that just haven't responded.
Yeah, and that's normal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not everyone's going to come back. It'd be good if they did. How amazing would that be? But yeah, not everyone's going to respond. Yeah. But there might be something that you're missing out or that you could add that would help with that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the next one that I sent out was, we've got 2 fantastic new stylists that would just be delighted to see you.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, so it's like, oh, a bit different. We've moved. Did you know that we've moved location? That type of thing.
Yeah. You want to have consistency as well.
Pardon?
You want to have consistency as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if you're changing it every week, you can't really track what's working and what's not. You need to at least track the same thing for at least a month.
Yeah.
So you've got something to compare it with.
Yeah.
Otherwise, something may work really well one week and it was just a fluke.
Yeah.
You do it the next week, and the next week, and it stops working, then you'll really be able to tell whether it was a fluke or whether it was just a really good strategy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Cool. Any questions?
Should we be doing new and lost clients, like when I look at my book now, do it for the week or do it every day?
You should do it once a week, and you should be looking back 16 weeks for only 1 week. For 1 week. So when you look back you're looking back, say for instance, just at a guess, it might be the 7th of January to the 14th of January, and who hasn't returned.
So if I go just now, it's like Monday, and I go back 16 weeks, I'll go that whole week.
Yep.
Yep. So
Monday to Saturday.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then you just put that on repeat, and you keep doing it every single week.
Sure.
But only for that 1 week snapshot from 16 weeks ago.
Sure. So what I've done is I've gone from 16 to 12 weeks, so I'm probably about 4 weeks ahead with this list then.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'll double check it, make sure I haven't missed anything.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you just got to make it easy for yourself.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, you've got to pick only 1 week all the time. You compare this 1 week, this actual week, with that 1 week 16 weeks ago. And this moves parallel from week to week.
Sure.
This week. So you have every week your new clients, like 10 new clients, and your lost clients from 16 weeks ago. And this way you get into this routine where you can follow up as well.
Right, okay. So the way that I've been doing it, it just is really hard to see what that data is then.
And that's why we teach you from week to week, because otherwise it's too hard to track.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Okay.
Cool.
Cool.
All right, well, I'll write this email up. I'll send it to you guys this afternoon.
Sure. Can I just ask a question, because I just don't know what is my big rocks? What does that refer to?
Goals. What are your
goals? So you know your map to action? Yep. We call your big goals your big rocks.
Right, okay. I must have missed that somewhere. I'm like, I don't know what my big rocks are. I don't know what you're referring to, so I never fill it in.
Right. So you've got your map to action done?
Yeah, my map to action's up there and there's things in place, and yeah.
Like
this week, a goal that I've actually paid the designer. Now my design logo is complete and my menu is complete and it's going to print.
Yeah. Would you be able to take a photo of your map to action and send it through, and I'll show you what your big rocks are?
Sure.
Maybe they're not big enough.
Yeah, possibly.
Look. Yeah.
Cool. Will do.
Yeah, so take a photo of that and send it through.
Will do.
Cool.
Awesome. Yeah. Thanks, guys. Have a really good
day.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
Thanks. I feel a bit more human now that I've had lots of sugar and fat.
Yeah, it makes a difference.
Yeah, look at the state of my car and my Macca's. My trailer construction is so bad. Mother's Day, fuck.
Like a teenager.
Honest to God, I even was singing with the muso in the pub last night. It's so embarrassing. Singing Fleetwood
I'm
Mac.
not too lazy for that.
Oh my God, it's so embarrassing. I'm so mortified. Somebody videoed it and sent me the video. It was like, oh, delete that this morning.
Too funny.
Embarrassing. Anyway, guys, have a great day. See you later.
Yes. Yeah, no worries. You too.
Bye.
All right. Bye, guys. See you, Nathan.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Thank you.
Bye.